VTuber is streaming. Why do I keep reading those comments? No matter how many times I tell you guys just don't get it. No Terraform? What do I need Terraform for? Will you play a cubic deck eventually? Probably. When's the next Rescue Rabbits Adventures? Good question. Maybe when I'm not busy anymore, which will be never. I finally am around when you are streaming. Hype. Hello there, B-Boy303. Droll and Trickstar reincarnate. Oh, this would be so good if I was going first, but I'm not, so freaking heck. If you took the T and Trickstar out, then it would be Rickstar, and it would be an archetype of cards called Rick, which would be funny, I think. Wait, the first redeems weren't done yet? I mean, we're 15 minutes into the stream and all of the first redemptions haven't been taken yet? Oh my goodness. That's probably the last one, Totsuli Teal. Speedroid Scratch. I think the enemy is going to DC. It won't let me redeem. It only lets you redeem it once a stream, so it's 5 separate people. It might be carrying over from yesterday though. Or maybe you just don't have enough points. Because Damien, it looks like, no, someone else, I was about to say you just joined like 41 minutes ago. But no, actually, someone sharing a similar name as you joined 41 minutes ago. It's not you. What a coincidence. What's this? You have to ask the Magic 8 Ball a yes or no question, and then it gives you yes or no, but like in a Magic 8 Ball way. Oh, he just ended his turn? What an absolute he's not a moron. He's a very smart individual who's probably has lots of ladies vying for his attention, or men, or whatever their preferred object of attraction. Ooh, tribute a card. Summon Karaz the Light Monarch. Activate Karaz the Light Monarch's effect. Select another card. No. Draw a card from your deck. Ooh, this is a normal spell card. Wow, that's lame. And then I can use this to special summon a card from the graveyard, and I get out another idea, the Heavenly Monarch, and we get more damage on the board. Okay, we can't attack this turn. Oh boy, I finally got one of your streams. Is this a legendary 5th best custom card spider VTuber, the TheDuelLogs from the TheDuelLogs channel I heard so much about? I'm not a VTuber, but yes. Wrong stream then. Shut up. I see the Tihi Peril. You think you're so funny. Text-to-speech for 700 points. Is that real? Yeah, it's real text-to-speech, all right. I'm not the Messiah. 5th, you dropped a spot. Weren't you 4th? No, I've never been able to get up to the 4th. I cannot comprehend his intentions. He's too above us. The mill is happening, just very slowly. Monarchs were the first decks I built. They are so cool. I like Monarchs too. I played them so much, it's crazy. It's my opponent's draw phase. They're not drawing cards for some reason. I think they're disconnecting. It's the Feet Deck Spider VTuber. Oh my god. So, I'm gonna get a drink of water. Is it unusual streaming time? Yeah, I take Saturdays off, so I was just playing Yu-Gi-Oh anyway. Because as everybody knows, it is very important to take rest days so that you let your mental health recover. Mill this man for wasting your time? I will mill them. Sweet Spider ASMR. This guy's router is dying. I don't know what the hell's happening to him. So, you guys watch any good animes recently? You watch Spy versus Spy? Spy X Family, I mean? Spy Family? Are you guys saying you haven't been reading the manga since the very first chapter came out like I have? No? First time on stream? I just lurk on YouTube normally? Welcome, WD Cypher. I too lurk on my YouTube. Nopers, not a full weeb. Do we have a bunch of fake weebs in chat? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah, oh my god. That's like a starter anime. That's the anime you use when you want to get into anime for the first time. I just started my Dress Up Darling. That's from last season. Oh my god, how is it possible for him to take so long on his turn? Was reading HXH before it went on hiatus back in 2020. I started watching it like in 2014 because of the 2011 version. All that time just to activate a Harpy's Feather Duster. Maybe he's cleaning his room? Probably. Watching Yuri Yuri for the 6th time? So when it comes to rewatching shows, here's my opinion on it.
Frick. Fricking.
When it comes to rewatching shows, I try not to do it because there's only so much time in a day. You can only watch so many things with your limited amount of time. That time spent rewatching something could be spent trying something new. So I almost never rewatch anything, just because I'd rather watch something new instead. And because of that, if I do rewatch something, that's because it's super good. And I've watched Welcome to the NHK 4 times. If you guys want to know how good Welcome to the NHK is. Oh, that was a good meal. It was a good meal for my opponent too, apparently. Have any of you guys watched Welcome to the NHK? If you haven't, you're missing out. It's amazing. So, Welcome to the NHK is about this 26-year-old dude who's a loser in life. He doesn't have a job, he doesn't go to school, and he sleeps 16 hours a day and just watches TV and smokes. And it is so good. That's just the premise for it starting off. You would think, how is a show about, you know, my life that good? And it's because it is. Ooh, draw one card. It's about me. Look at all the mill that just went on there. Let's draw another card. Kiraz, the Light Monarch. I think I'll just set Necroface. Actually, it probably would have been better to set A and D Changer. Sounds like a typical isekai protagonist. Exactly. Looks like the mill was favorable towards my opponent as well. That's an ancient show, bruv. Welcome to NHK. Yeah, it's great. So like the whole plot of it is, so he's just a hikikomori, a NEET. He never leaves. But one day some missionaries come to his house, and you know he tells them to go away. But one of them was like there was a girl with the missionaries who was just following along because one of the missionaries was her aunt. And she's like, whoa, this dude is a complete loser. Maybe I can fester a... Hey, thanks for the raid card circuit. So anyway, he was talking about how maybe she could manipulate him into falling in love with him. That way no one could leave her because she had a whole bunch of emotional baggage. So she went over and tried to fix his life. That way she would become attached to him, kind of like a dog. And then when he found out, he's like, dude, that's f***ed up. And so it doesn't work. But because of that, he gets outside, he meets new people, and goes on adventures. I ship him with the girl. Finally, a protagonist I can relate to. Exactly. There's also like an arc where he has like a just as lonely neighbor and they make a
Pamu
game together. And it doesn't sell very well. It's like, man, why is everything in this so realistic? I can't tell if this is anime or IRL. Weaves often try to change my mind, but no. What is stream when the sun is up? New Melfi support announced. Yeah, the new Melfi support looks just like it's I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but it's an actual unicorn bicorn, no, Voltic bicorn support, because like the very first version of the deck I ran had a whole bunch of here, okay, the very first version of it I ran had a bunch of level 2 beasts in it, so I was also running Melfis. New Melfi support, yeah, and it's good too. Like they basically just created a better version of Melfi Puppy, because instead of summoning one Melfi from the deck, it summons 2. And it's like, what the hell? Literally just a better version. And they also have a Melfi Synchro monster that lets you synchro during your opponent's turn. What, you're a Melfi player? So this person's actually doing it? No, I don't play Melfis. It's pure. Melfis are such a good engine in just any beast deck. Like, their support works with all beast monsters, not just Melfis. And they special summon themselves for free during the end phase. They don't take up your normal summon, and then they just recur advantage like crazy. Melfi Puppy summons other beasts from the decks. Melfi Cat searches out any beast from your deck. Melfi Pony recurs any beast from your graveyard. And it's just for free every turn. You don't have to do anything. More powerful for mommy milkers. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, I'll be right back. I didn't miss anything, did I? Oh no, my opponent's still doing their turn? Okay. Ooh. Wait, what happened to Barone? Uh-oh. So, I ordered some DoorDash so they can bring me a soda pop and some snacks for my Easter baskets. Thanks for the bits, cool dude 4171. He's gonna be so mad when I bust him with Kiraz the Monarch. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna be so mad when Effect Veiler affects my Veiler. Styger and Durage. I don't have an extra deck. Okay, that's fine. He has a graveyard effect. Is it still negated even though... Does it last in the graveyard too? Oh, it has to be in the graveyard. Okay. Well, I lost. I thought it special summoned from the deck. But no. It special summons idea back from the deck. I got the combo confused. Oh yeah, for like Easter baskets. So like the Easter baskets they usually sell at like Walmart or the grocery store are really like, they have a bunch of really cheap toys in them. So instead I just buy a whole bunch of toys on Amazon and just shove them in my own baskets and give them to my niece and nephew. Except I forgot to buy candy. So I had some candy delivered. Yeah, my niece and nephew, whenever it comes to like Christmas, my sister told me that they're more excited for the gift I get them than whatever Santa does, because they know I'll get them whatever they want. I think last year my nephew got like he got a remote control car. But did you know they have like really expensive ass remote control cars? Like ones that go faster than real cars. Those things are so crazy advanced. I had no idea. And like the previous year, I think he bought himself like a go-kart or wanted one. I don't know if he still uses that. But it was a real functioning go-kart. You mean like the 1000 remote ones? No, I didn't get the one that expensive. It was like $300. Thanks for the sub, Fincinit. Give him the Albaz structured. I don't think he plays Yu-Gi-Oh! He's more into Pokemon. You know, when it comes to my hobbies and stuff, like when IRL, I almost never talk about what I'm into. Like I don't go to parties or to family and be like, hey, so there's this new Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing that happened. No, I just don't ever talk about anything I'm interested in because it makes for really boring conversations. Like even with people who we share an interest. Like if you go up to someone and you have like everything in common, it's not that fun to talk about your hobbies, to be honest. There's just better things to make small talk about. Thanks for the sub, cool dude 4171. Since you already have, oh no, you did bits. So you don't talk to your family about VTubers? I don't think they even know what a VTuber is. Can confirm I'm usually the only one leading the conversations. Yeah, we see I spent like 5 years practicing small talk. So I'm an expert. And the only time I'd ever bring up hobbies is if I was trying to annoy someone on purpose. Like, well, back when I used to play football in high school, I was constantly bored during practice because we just there was a lot of standing around waiting. So I would talk to my fellow players and just explain WoW lore to them because I knew they didn't care, and I thought it was funny to just see them getting really upset about it. You know, in an exasperated way. Mainly because, in context, people in football would constantly mess with each other, so it was a non-harmful way to mess with someone. So, there was lots of razzing going back and forth. It wasn't just one-sided in my favor. Did you know I inebriated someone 3 times in one duel? That's a good opener. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I should open that as a new one. No spider? Well, no one's redeemed the spider. I finally got 11,000 medals for the event yesterday. I want to see Speedroids Junks ever again. Yeah, there's a lot of Speedroids and Junk Speeders. I taught my mom what VTubers are because there was so much Japanese squealing coming from my phone. Oh. All the VTubers I watch are in English, though. First your date, now your teammates? Oh, right. So I went on a date once. And the only thing I talked about the whole time was Game of Thrones lore. And they never talked to me again afterwards. And I don't see the correlation, but chat was telling me that's probably why they never talked to me again afterward. Once? Yeah, once. Why you ashamed to be a nerd VTuber? Well, I'm not ashamed to be a nerd, but I'm just not a VTuber. Any chance I can get a review of the Master Play replay? You think you'd enjoy? Trap Tricks vs. Eldritch, really funny with big zombie die the plant. I don't know how to do replay. Watch other people's replays on Master Duel. And I'm not sure if I really want to learn at this moment. Unless that's like the specific point of a stream. Like when it comes to the stream, I kind of have a specific thing in mind that I'm going to accomplish. And I don't like to get sidetracked when I'm doing that thing with requests from chat. That's why if there are things that would sidetrack whatever I'm doing on stream, they're very expensive channel point redemptions. Because it's like at that point, yeah, you kind of deserve to sidetrack it because you've been saving up for a long time. If the girl doesn't want to talk about Game of Thrones lore the entire night, she's not right for you. Dude, I had a friend who I basically forced to watch the first season of Game of Thrones with me. I was like, come on, we'll watch it together. I'll explain everything that's going through. She's like, I don't know. I don't really like these kinds of shows. I was like, too bad, we're doing it. And she became a big fan. Watched the rest of the seasons on her own. Game of Thrones is good. Like, if you're not interested in Game of Thrones lore, then, you know, I don't want to know you. I also got one of my sisters into Game of Thrones the same way. Like, come on, we'll watch Game of Thrones. I'll watch the first season with you. And we did, and I explained the whole thing. And she became a big fan. If it works, it works. Well, it's because the thing is, like, while I was watching Game of Thrones with these people, what I would do is, like, explain all the characters that have come on screen and then tell all, like, interesting lore tidbits about it. That way they wouldn't be lost. Because, like, why are they introducing, like, a million new characters? Okay. Now they're just flexing. Alright. I'm gonna try my other deck.
My name's not